Well, if it isn't my favorite part of the day, collecting my rewards from Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss, you know what I'm saying? Sadly, we're only getting one chest per blah 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 here, but oh god, it's also just an ancient shard, which isn't the greatest, and a flat stat chest. Oh god, okay. Not the best rewards coming in today, which isn't going to do a very good job to illustrate the entire point of this video, which is the ridiculous rewards that you get on a 30-day average from the different tiers of Clan Boss. Dude, as a newer player, you hear all the time about how important Clan Boss is, or you gotta get a Clan Boss team together, blah blah blah, you know, it's the most important thing on your account. If someone had just told me this, I would have taken it way more seriously, and here it goes. When you get down to Nightmare Clan Boss and you are dealing the max amount of damage and getting the boss dead, you earn yourself 2 ultimate chests. And when it comes to skill tomes and shards, which are by far going to be the better rewards that you get from this ultimate chest, the amount that you earn over a 30-day average from the ultimate chests alone, so just from Nightmare Clan Boss, is a bit something like this. 3 sacred shards per month. 1 void shard per month, 12 ancient shards per month, 4 legendary skill tomes, and 5 epic skill tomes. Dude, Jesus, that's just Nightmare Clan Boss. Are you kidding me, man? And by the way, I've got stats and stuff to back this up, man. I did my homework on this. I've got like 4 different sources that I'm gonna show you guys after the fact. And then with Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss, it gets even more ridiculous, right? If you are farming enough damage, you're doing 70 million or more damage to the Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss, right? You've got your team together and everything is ticking along nicely and you're getting that done. And you're getting the boss dead, so you're getting 2 transcendent chests. Over a 30-day span, this is going to average at you getting 8 sacred shards per month, 11 void shards per month, 30 ancient shards per month, 6 legendary skill tomes, and 10 epic skill tomes over that 30-day span. Now, of course, these are averages. There's going to be some months where you get no sacred shards because you're just super unlucky, and then some months where you're going to kind of high roll and net yourself like 14 or 15 or more sacred shards, and you just get super lucky. And again, all of the stats for this I'm going to show in just a second, but my god, man, it's crazy as hell. If someone had told me that those were rewards, right, that you can get your hands on, and it just basically trivializes every shard pulling event in every fusion ever on a monthly basis. Like, my god, man, I would have blasted for this and prioritized this much sooner if someone dangled that carrot in front of me as a new player. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? Maybe I'll do a video on that soon, actually, to help newer players out a little bit. People who are kind of like in my shoes, I suppose, and just list off like a billion champs that you can really build a Clan Boss team around. Champs that are like integral to unkillable teams, Infinity Shield teams like the Wixwell team and stuff that I've got, that kind of thing. Maybe that's something that would actually help some folks out, I don't know. Because yeah, these rewards are just too succulent to sleep on. And hey man, speaking of new players, if you're looking to start off a fresh new raid account or a new free-to-play adventure or something like that, go ahead and click on the promo link down below at the top of the video description to kickstart that new account with a free epic champion in the form of Juliana, as well as getting your hands on a whole bunch of starting freebies, chickens, silver, all of that good stuff, man. That also helps to support the channel a hell of a lot. So yeah, man, if you're going to start a new raid account, that promo link is the way to do it. God damn it. And dude, I gotta do this just to show that the averages are what they are, because I know for a fact there's gonna be some people in the comments, these stats are blatantly incorrect. I never get this lucky with my transcendent chests and blah blah blah, you know. But I mean, the stats are what they are, right? This is from like a year ago. A huge amount of stats coming in from Hell Hades. And so pretty reliable numbers taken over nearly a 20-week period with a crap load of chest pulls. These are all transcendent chests, and they all have between a 13 and 14% drop rate on sacred shards. Next, we have some age-old data mined stats just here, which also shows on transcendent chests just down here a 13.67% drop rate on sacred shards from the transcendent chests. And here's a little bit of self-report from Reddit a couple of years ago, man. Some guy commenting, talking about, you know, the luck rates and stuff like that, the drop rates on the chests and what he gets over a 30-day period. Again, this is over the span of 30 days, ensuring that you're getting a double drop of transcendent chests. Just to be super clear, he's been picking up 49 ancients per month, 5 voids, 10 sacreds, so he actually went above the average a little bit. 630 gems, 13 epics, 8 legendary. So this guy actually kind of high rolled like crazy over the last 30 days. And dude, it just shows how ridiculously impactful farming the higher stages of Clan Boss really is. And my god, do I wish that someone had told me this sooner. And all of that besides, we have new events to cover that have been unveiled today, so we head on into the news section now. First of all, we've got an upcoming free gear removal event. It would have been nice to know, Plarium, that this was coming just a little bit sooner, for God's sake, before I went ahead and spent, I don't know, like 1 million silver just switching gear around on my champions recently to fix up my clan boss team for Ultra Nightmare. God damn it. Anyways, more importantly than that, we have, of course, a new champ training tournament coming up. And this isn't all, man. There's another sneaky event coming up in the next couple of days as well that I want to cover in just a little bit, which is going to be a shard pulling event. But first, this champ training tournament. Okay, man. So champion training means that you're going to be earning points in this tournament. It starts in a couple of days, June 27th. Oh, so that's actually tomorrow. God, time is flying by, but because it's a tournament, it means you can earn tournament points from leveling your champs, ranking up your champs, champ ascensions, and using skill tomes. Would I recommend dumping skill tomes into a champ training tournament? Oi, oi, oi. We'll get to that in just a little bit, man. Let's talk about the rewards first and foremost. So, if you manage to finish first place in your group tournament leaderboard, so that's out of 100 players, right? You're going to be in a pool of 100 players. You've got to finish first in order to win the champion. So, just be very, very clear about that. And earn a minimum amount of points, you'll win one of the following champions depending on your level. So, if your account is level 1 to 30, you have a chance of getting your hands on Ugo, which is a fantastic epic champion, by the way. Probably the best epic champ in the entire Ogryn Tribes faction. If not the best, to be fair, best might be putting it a bit strongly, but he's definitely in like the top 3. Okay, very, very good indeed. If your account is level 31 to 50, you get the Man-Eater reward, which fantastic, by the way, for unkillable clan boss teams. So we're kind of tying into the theme of this video, man. I know that a lot of newer players watch this channel. Let me tell you something. If your account is between level 31 and 50, you might actually want to kind of blast this tournament. But again, you're 1 against 99, right? You're in a big old pool of players, and again, you've got to win the tournament to get this goddamn Man-Eater. So hell, man, good luck to you if you do go for it, but Man-Eater is a damn good reward. And if you're level 51 plus, you have the chance at Koruga Deathbell. So let's talk about each of these champs, man. Look, if you're a super, super low level account and you're like level 22 or something and you're competing for the Ugo champ, dude, go for it, man. You might just be in a tournament group with like a bunch of noobs who have no idea what they're doing, and maybe you're going to have an advantage over them. And if you feel like you can win the Ugo, dude, go for it, man. This is a really, really good early game champ, and it scales fantastically well into Hydra as well later on in the game, so you can safely level your Ugo all the way up to 60 and have a fantastic time with this champ. It brings big decreased defense debuff, which is also great. Also has a solid chance of placing a block buffs debuff for a couple of turns, and this is why this skill is going to scale up into Hydra, right? This is a fantastic debuff to bring into Hydra, and the decreased defense is going to help you out a hell of a lot as well, just kind of everywhere. Ugo, fantastic. Even has some heal reduction removal on the A3, which is great. So, some debuff removal as well, and some team-wide healing, and even a revive if all allies are dead. Ugo, just really, really good everywhere. Honestly, if Ugo was the reward for like higher level accounts, you might even still see some people going for it. He's just that good. For the 31 to 50 bracket, the reward is potentially Man-Eater, which again, I think is a fantastic one to push for if you feel you got what it takes to win this goddamn thing. He's Void Affinity, so cannot weak hit, and on his A1, all he's got to do is land a crit to apply a decrease attack debuff on all enemies, which is obviously just immense utility. He's got some 10 meter steel on the A2, and of course the big important skill which enables unkillable clan boss teams on the A3. This champion receives damage, then places an unkillable buff and a block debuffs buff on all allies for 2 whole turns, and that's it really. Amazing skill. And again, if you're looking to push towards the higher stages of clan boss, Man-Eater might just be your guy for setting up an unkillable team. And for the account 70 plus bracket, we've got Koruga Deathbell. Now, for what I've seen of this guy, he's a pretty damn solid champ. It's not that he's bad, it's just that he's not exactly mind-blowing either, right? I mean, to be fair, I think he'd actually be pretty fantastic for my account, I guess. But if you're a more developed account, maybe he's just not that overwhelming. He's got some self-heal on the A1 when he attacks in. It's grand, attacks all enemies, a chance of filling the 10 meter of all allies by 30%. Also has a 100% chance booked of removing all debuffs from all allies on a 310 cooldown. That's pretty damn solid, you know, it's pretty damn good. And on the A3 places ally protect on all allies except this champ, and places strengthen buff on all allies for 2 turns. And on his passive, he also counterattacks in whenever an ally with ally protection buff is attacked, right? So he can kind of swing in. He's constantly healing up as well as providing that ally protect because he's got the heal on the A1. He seems pretty damn good to me as just a solid support champ. I guess the question is, once your account is over level 70 and you're going to be competing in a tournament for this guy, is he account changing? Is he the kind of guy that you're going to sit here and do nothing but play raid for 10 hours a day, blasting all of your gems, blasting all of your goddamn resources into champ training, and spending all of your skill tomes to take a massive lead and secure this guy? Is he that guy? Is he the kind of guy that's going to revolutionize your account? I don't know. I don't think so, man. The general consensus seems to be that a lot of people might actually be skipping out on Korrigan. Then again, if you're in a tournament group where it looks like everybody is skipping out because they're just not that overwhelmed by this guy and you want him, you might actually have a chance of picking him up. Who the hell knows, you know? For me, I don't think I'm going to be going for Korrigan Deathbell. I think I'm just going to go ahead and save my food, love my food, get my account ready for what's going to be next month's fusion events. I've also got a crap load of masteries to farm, frankly, and I've got to get on that as well. Oh yeah, I'm also competing currently in the Dungeon Divers event, which is active right now because it's a goddamn free-to-play event that lets you get your hands on some prism crystals, which, by the way, if you're a new player, what do you even do with these prism crystals? Well, you should be on a lookout for any event where you can pick these little sons of guns up. Why? Because you go ahead and spend these prism crystals in your portal building, and you spend these in the summon pool events, which give you a guaranteed chance to pull one of these champs all up and over here. It's only a 6% chance to pull one of the legendaries, but honestly, a lot of the epics in here are very, very good as well. Especially if your account is in its earlier stages like mine. My account is 4.5 months old, you know. Even any copies of epics that I can pick up to use as faction guardians is going to be a big deal as well for me. Just drag this all up and over here. Dude, I would love to get my hands on Morag at the bottom left there. Beside her, we've got Huskarul. That would be awesome. Tyrell wouldn't be bad. Grush wouldn't be bad. Like, there's a lot of champs here. I've got myself Hitatsu and stuff already. And this guy already, I forget his name. But I've got him already. That could be a faction guardian copy for me. I'm not even going to let myself dream about picking up some of these legendaries. You know what I'm saying? But if it happens, it happens. And I'll make sure to pull my single summon prism crystal things. I'm only going to have 30, so I'm going to have one pull. I'll make sure to do it in a video just in case we get hyper lucky and pull something absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, make sure you are always on the lookout for these free prisms in these events, man. Besides that, I guess I'll just close this out with saying, you know what, guys? Be careful with your resources, okay? If you're a beginner account like mine, you probably don't want to go too crazy on any upcoming shard pulling events or anything like that, right? These tournaments, you might just want to hold on to some of your resources, man. The upcoming fusion is likely to be a better one than the Incarnate, which was the last fusion event that was active. And so making sure that you have a good stockpile of shards, of silver, and of food champions, and even skill tomes and those kind of things to make sure you can get next month's fusion event done. I'd recommend that be your priority, is all I'm saying. Especially if resources are just a little bit scarce on your account, man. But alright, that is going to be all from me, guys. If you haven't already, make sure to go ahead and input the happy little promo code GameLeap. Not only to help support the channel, goddammit, but also get your hands on 10 free experience brews, 100,000 silver, and 1 free energy refill. And if you already use this code, make sure to share it with your clan mates as well, man, too. Spread the love, right, and help your brothers out, man. For now, I want to thank you all for watching. Do please enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm going to catch all of you guys just a tad bit later, man.